Ladies and gentlemen, this is actually getting worse. First we had two different pharmaceutical companies, AstraZeneca and Johnson & Johnson, that had to halt their trials for the COVID-19 vaccine because people got sick. And being the deceptive people that they are, they tried to downplay it as nothing. But the AstraZeneca trials never did continue in the US. It resumed in the UK. Now, one of the volunteers for the COVID-19 vaccine program in Brazil has died from the vaccine. This is a horrible look. It's horrible. You know, and this is now giving people more reason to stay away from that vaccine. Y'all trying to rush this thing. And at the same time, you believe you are giving the public confidence. People do not have confidence in this vaccine at all. They don't. And they're going to show you when it comes out and hardly no one is getting it. That's how they're going to show you. And when that happens, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to come up with all kinds of little, shady ways to get you to take the shot. Well, you can't. Before we hire you, you must take a COVID-19 shot. That's what they're going to do. Well, your kid can't come to school unless they take a COVID-19 shot. Oh, you're being admitted into the hospital? Oh, well, if you're admitted into the hospital, you must take a COVID-19 shot. That's what they're going to do. And when you go to your doctor's office, they're going to be pestering you about taking a COVID-19 shot. Look, they already do that with the flu shot. That's how they're going to do it when they see the public is not interested in taking their shots. The way I see it, volunteers getting sick, and now you got one that is deceased from taking this vaccine. The shots are not safe. And they really should not be rushed to get out to the public because they're not safe. So, ladies and gentlemen, the point I'm trying to make is, how is this going to inspire people or even change a mind about taking the shot? How is that going to happen? It's not. And then they try to act all nonchalant about it. Look at the title. What an insult. Volunteer in Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine trial dies in Brazil, but scientists said there is no safety concerns and trial will continue. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. There are safety concerns. So, a volunteer in the Brazilian arm of AstraZeneca and the University of Oxford's coronavirus vaccine trial has died. The country health authority Anvisa said on Wednesday. G1 Rio in Brazil has confirmed that the participant, he was a 28-year-old from Rio de Janeiro. He is reported to have died from complications from COVID-19, the disease caused by the virus, on Thursday, October 15th. The reports indicate that now they're saying this group did not, and I don't know if I believe them. I'm just saying, Fetosa said that the group he was not in the group that received the vaccine, with sources telling Reuters. If he had been, the trial would have been suspended. Okay, so that don't tell us how far into this program he was. It don't tell us that. at all in this whole thing. So you don't know how, and how do we know where he got that COVID-19? Did he get exposure from being a volunteer? You just don't know. Oxford stated that the trial will continue after the death of the volunteer, adding an independent review had revealed no safety concerns. Following careful assessment of the case in Brazil, there have been no concerns about safety in the trial, and the independent review, in addition to the Brazilian regulator, have recommended that the trial should continue. A spokesman for the university said in a statement. In a statement to NBC News, AstraZeneca also confirmed the trial would go on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do I think they would lie just to keep this thing going? Yes. Yes. I don't know if I fully believe them because they don't tell you how long this volunteer was in this vaccine trial. They don't mention it at all in the article. We don't know how long he was there, you know, and they're kind of making it sound like, oh yeah, he was a volunteer, but he wasn't around long. Okay, moving on. That's what it sounds like to me. We cannot comment on individual cases in an ongoing trial of the Oxford vaccine, as we adhere strictly to medical confidentiality and the clinical regulations, but we confirm that all required review processes have been followed, the statement said. All significant medical events are carefully assessed by trial investigators, an independent safety monitor committee, and the regulatory authorities. These assessments have not led to any concerns about continuation of the ongoing study. Anvisa told on Focus News that it learned of the death on October 19th. An investigator has carried out the International Safety Assessment Committee. It is important to highlight that based on the ethical confidentiality commitments provided for in a protocol, the regulatory agencies involved receive partial data related to investigation carried out by this committee. We suggest that the study should continue. Thus, the process remain under evaluation. Therefore, Anvisa reiterates that according to the national and international regulations for good clinical practices, data on clinical research volunteer must be kept confidential in accordance with principle and confidentiality, human dignity, and protection of participants. The Federal University of Rio de Janeiro so they're just expressing condolences to this volunteer in their program. All right. All right. So they're saying Brazil is the second deadliest outbreak of coronavirus, with more than 154,000 killed by COVID-19 following the US. It is the third worst outbreak in terms of cases, with more than 5.2 million infected, after the United States and India. Upon the news AstraZeneca shared turned negative and were down by 1.7%. I guess their shares did drop. I mean, look, it was only 3 weeks ago where they had to stop the trial because folks were getting sick. And now you're hearing about someone else in their program in Brazil and they're dead. Yeah, I guess your stocks did drop. Okay, it comes as the US Food and Drug Administration, FDA, keep an American arm of AstraZeneca trial on hold. The last stage study was pursued on hold until September 8th, when a British participant was rushed to the hospital after suffering a serious reaction. See, that's what I'm talking about. How are we supposed to feel confident over a vaccine? Anything these people make, you can best believe is going to have a lot of side effects. The internal safety report revealed the patient was diagnosed with transverse myelitis. Wow. Myelitis, I believe that's how it's pronounced. An inflammatory of a section of the spinal cord. I knew it had to be far worse than what they were saying. When they came out with the original article talking about the patient that got sick, they never said what the illness was. So, as you can hear, that shot gave them inflammation of a section of their spinal cord. Ain't nobody gonna rush out and get that shot. I'm sorry. Nobody's gonna rush out and get the shot. So, mm-mm-mm. So this result so if they had that inflammation, it resulted in pain, weakness, abnormal sensations, and problems of the bladder and bowel, and can even lead to permanent paralysis. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell, you got to be crazy to take the shot. Oh, hell no. Permanent paralysis from a shot? Oh, yeah, we're just going to go on with the trial. No concerns here. It's safe. Oh, you got to be crazy to trust these people and their old quackery medicine. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.